Episode 8. No, 9. 8 was last time. Underway. We last time we checked in, we had just played the Seahawks. It was post game. Just finished up this Rams game a little bit ago. Took a breather, and I figured we might as well get it out of the way before I head out the door. We are one game out of first in the division. As you can see, last time we saw the win against Seahawks. We are 3-1 since then. Played all these games. No more sims. I don't anticipate a sim from here on out. I think we'll finish out the Madden season playing however far we get in the playoffs with all of our opponents head to head. This game, 31-13, was over relatively quickly. We controlled the ball a lot of yards. Time possession was in our hands. Turnover battle evened out. Daniels came in. We had Kyler have a little garbage time snap. Daniels came in, 2 touchdowns, 10-13. Didn't have to pass it too much. Held him to 41% completion percentage. You're pretty much guaranteed to win in that scenario. 13-0-94 for Price. Held Keaton Mitchell in check. Travis Etienne stole a touchdown on the ground. Jaden Daniels gets it on the ground once. Had a 24-yard run out of Daniels. Obviously, a lot of the loss of yardage comes from kneel downs. Even Woodley came in a little bit. He don't anticipate many snaps from him the rest of the season. Gave up pretty much everything to Al Williams. I think he had the 2 touchdowns were just jumped over one of my corners. So shout out to that, I guess. Pat Freiermuth got a big day. AJ Brown got a touchdown of his own. Otherwise, just move the chains, be conservative, don't make any mistakes. It's kind of the game plan once we got the lead, and we did that pretty well. Interception went to Rodgers. I guess we had to have fumbled. Must have been our turnover. Yeah, it was. Sack number wise, I feel like our sack numbers have been going up a bit. This one had 4 sacks as a team, just team pressure, no one going crazy. Tackles for a loss, again, something we worry about with this roster, but nothing I can do about it at this point. Did miss our first field goal in this one. Kicking has cooled off, to say the least. That was a 50-yarder, over a 50-yarder, so is what it is. Not many punts by us, kick return, punt return wise, nothing of note. Raiders game, this was unfortunate. I forget exactly what happened. I believe Chad Price was yellow energy. He was yellow energy the whole game. So we kind of took him out at halftime. Didn't exactly take him out, but we very much limited his snaps after halftime. And it was close. We were down by 7.5, and after that, we just had a little trouble keeping up in the fourth quarter. Lost the gas, lost that fourth quarter by 10. Still won the time of possession battle. 2 picks. Again, this league really, a lot of this league is just don't turn the ball over. Whoever turns the ball over will lose games. Couldn't stop Fields. He had a 74-yard touchdown, and even after that, he had 104 yards on 15 carries. So, whatever. Chad Price, decent game. Etienne didn't run the ball really that much in the fourth quarter, as you can tell. Didn't run it all that much, 16 carries. 6 catches from Ibuka. Again, couldn't stop this Fields guy. 2 74-yard touchdowns, if you include the one in the air. Give a 60-yarder to Leonard. So big plays killed us. Travis Etienne came in, 2 touchdowns on the air. Gave up a big one to Thornton. Albert, I don't know if that was his first or second career touchdown, but these 2 rookie tight ends, we get them involved a little bit, not too much. Sack numbers wise, we gave up 4 sacks. Just a lot of pressure, not able to do much, turning the ball over. the exact recipe on how to lose football games. 1 sack, 2 sacks from our team total. So we get sacked, don't get enough sacks. Fumble wise, we did force one. Did we recover it? Yes. That's right. This was a big return, 72 yards. Yeah. Defensive touchdown by the big boy, 295 pounds, able to bring it back. Bessler. That was in the fourth quarter, our only fourth quarter score that kept us close to the game. After that, gave up 10. Didn't get a chance to kick a field goal. Punt wise, got one punt inside the 20, give up a kick return touchdown. Basically anything you can imagine that could go wrong. He broke like 4 tackles on this with Thornton. Anything you think could have gone wrong kind of went wrong for us. And it was one of those games we walked away from like, all right, we got to lock back in because these 4 have turned into must-win games if we want to win the division for the first time. Against Booby, the Cardinals, belt the ass. I don't know what to tell them. 34-20. It was a good game overall. It took over late in the fourth to really. He got it into 7, and every time he got to 7, I scored again quick after in the fourth quarter. So he kept it mostly close, and I just never took the foot off the gas, and it worked out for us. I gave up a big one to Coffee. He didn't get the ground game going. Had an 81-yard touchdown with Coffee. He only rushed 2 more times after that with him, and Barkley was just dead in the water. He was holding my run game pretty well overall. That's why my attempts are so low. 7 for 177, Bride, cool. Ibuka 2 touchdowns. McLaurin had a touchdown. I know AJ Brown also there. His touchdown is. Did we have? I thought we had 4 receiving. Maybe I missed it. Oh yeah, math. 2 from Ibuka would be the 4th one. But no, it was a good game with Booby. Always is. I've had his number in the win column lately. Hopefully, we'll get to play one more this Madden in the playoffs. Sacks wise, 2 from Jackson, 1 from Whitaker. McGee came in, got half sack with Newton. Whitaker actually came in for Portillo late in the game due to he got hurt, and then he was yellow and red the rest of the game, so we just benched him, let him rest, and worked out for us. A rookie corner got us a nice pick to give us, I believe that was right after I threw mine, so kind of just kept the momentum in our favor. Field goal wise, pretty perfect all season long, except for a couple games. Had a few misses. Again, game with Booby, not bad. This Rams game, it was overall a good game. He scored a touchdown late and got the 2-point conversion to cut it into a 1-score game. Then afterwards, we just kind of kept the chains moving right out the clock. So for the most part, we kept it at that 2-score mark after halftime. Well, we went a while without scoring. We were down, 3? And then, 3, and then we scored 14 unanswered. So he won the time of possession battle. Very rare that people win that against me in this league. Passing wise, neither of us really aired it out. Again, conservative will generally win it for you. Got 1 sack on the day, 12 for 125. I felt like I was in control for a lot of it. Jaden Daniels rushing touchdown. I really did feel like I was in control of the game for most of the time, or at least it was going the way I wanted it to. Tank Dell, I didn't realize he had Tank Dell. 2 touchdowns on me. Ibuka got 1. But I know I was losing in the fourth quarter at one point. It was just one of those games. If I felt rhythm, the offense never really stalled out. I know I didn't score, but it didn't feel like I stalled. I threw a pick in the red zone once. But overall, I thought the ball was consistently moving well. Kick returns wise, I distinctly remember a couple big kick returns from him. Madrano with a sack, very rare sack from him. The pick came from Kinchins. Field goal wise, I should have missed one. I got lucky on the extra point and didn't. Kick return, 32 yarder from Rivers. He just kept on getting. We were playing the guessing game on the kick returns. He got one. to go 32. It felt like it was longer. I thought it was about 40. But no, we really, punt-wise, what do we have total? One? Yeah, one total punt. Low-scoring game with not a lot of mistakes, but the punts weren't there. So very weird game. Very weird game. We got the Chargers left, who are 6-8, and if we win that, it will be win for the division in Week 18. If I'm doing the tiebreakers right, I believe it goes after division record, which if I won against him, it would be tied. I think it goes to the in-conference record, so it would be against NFC teams, which I am way ahead of him on NFC wins. But if it goes AFC wins, he's got me. So I'm not quite sure there. We'll have to check at some point how that actually is. I just don't care to right now. I probably won't check until after the game. We've looked at the schedule. We'll take a quick peek at awards. I don't think I'm in contention for really anything MVP wise. Nice to see somebody else besides Gibbs up here. Mahomes out of nowhere kind of making a run for it. Jaden Daniels in the top 10, which is nice. I'm up there for Coach of the Year potential. I could win it. I'm only looking at NFC side, to be quite frank. Chad Price up here. He doesn't belong up here. It's Gibbs Award, by the way. Like I said, we're kind of lowering the workload on Price coming to the end of the year, especially now that we know we're in the playoffs. Until that Eagles game, Price probably won't get too much work and try to mix it up. Linebackers, defense player of the year are going to be these two Lions guys like it was the last time we checked. Offensive rookie of the year, I don't think I have anyone. Yeah. Defensive rookie of the year, we have lost this, it looks like. We checked out Patterson's stats last time. He was kind of way ahead, but it's good to see 3 rookies from our side. We did really well in this draft. I'm very happy with how that draft turned out. Quarterback, I guess we could win. Again, we know who running back is. Receiver, Ibuka's in here. Last time we checked, it was A.J. Brown in here. We're never going to be in contention with the top guys just because we spread it out too much. But we have a lot of guys teetering on the top 10, which is nice. Drake Jackson somehow ending up in best line. I didn't look too much into this. Yeah, not that it matters, but a linebacker, we know it's going to be one of those Lions guys. DB, no one interesting. That DB from the Niners is in the running, so take that as you will. How far off we actually are. Bass makes the top 10 for kickers out of 16 teams. So, well, there might have been like 18 kickers if people cut some, but even with such a good year, I feel like we're not in the running. Look at stats overall for a little bit. Kyler has yet to throw a touchdown. I know he has some on the ground. Drake had to come in for a bit. Not his best look in his 3rd season, but that was 100% my fault. Jaden Daniels, 35-14. We wanted to keep that number under 20. We've got it significantly under 20 with 2 games left. Chad Price got to finish with about 1,500 yards. Beautiful. Maybe we'll see ETN get into some milestone of 500 or maybe 10 touchdowns. Kentrell Drake has one. Albert has a rushing touchdown, which I don't remember ever running the ball with him. Does Kyler? Yeah, Kyler had one as well. So all 3 quarterbacks have contributed scoring-wise, which is nice. Receivers, we have finally broken 1,000 yards with Ibuka, a guy who we got on a very cheap deal. We didn't know how he was going to fit in the offense. We said we'll figure it out, and he has ended up being our best receiver. 9 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. McLaurin's going to crack 1,000 this season. A.J. Brown probably will not. He'll be, if I had to guess, like 100 short. Chad Price, great season again. Freiermuth came in, did his job. We don't have much going on for the tight ends in this league so far for us, not since Sanat left us. That first season, Sanat kind of had a nice role. ETN 3 touchdowns. We have one from Pinda, one from Albert. Both rookie tight ends getting involved. We even got a catch from Noah Gray and even our fullback on a drag route once. Sack-wise, no one's giving up more than a half a sack a game. I don't know exactly what the ratio is for 5 out of however many games I played. I don't know. Tackle-wise, Rodgers, cool. Don't really care. This is the stat I care about. Tackles for loss, we are getting back there. We might have someone crack 10 sacks if I decide to play him at the end of the season. I don't even know if I'm going to play all my starters against the Eagles. I might call that game a wash depending on how it looks. Coles and Flowers, both 4 sacks, superstar, X Factor. It's the guys we'd expect. We hope our top 2 corners are leading in picks. We'd like to see the number a little higher, is what it is. Fumbles, we've only forced 5. Kicking wise, 16-18, 52 long, 68-68 from extra points. This is something we had issues with last season. Kicking was not our strong suit, 17-20. So man, that number's going to be close. But only 50-50 extra points. We've already exceeded that touchdown mark by a long shot. 18 more touchdowns this season. That tells you where the win column change has been. I mean, we're scoring this year. That's all there is to it. Punt wise, 53 yards per punt. You can't ask for anything better than that. 6 inside the 20, 6 touchbacks. So not really giving them opportunities to return either. Kick returns, ETN not done too much. Punt returns, we do one of the few punt return touchdowns this year. I don't care to look at the whole league yet. I'll look at that at the season's end and then go through everything with everybody. We'll look at everyone's division really quick, see if we can call some more, get what's going around the league more closely. In the AFC North, once again, it's close. It's really close. 9-5, 9-5, 8-6, 7-7. Steelers aren't out of it, but I will go ahead and do the honors of saying they are eliminated from playoff contention. I assume tiebreaker-wise it's awkward, yeah. So the Steelers maybe not officially eliminated, but such a low chance. With tiebreakers, so many division games left. Obviously, the Bengals don't have to play anyone else. So the Ravens will have to beat most likely the Browns and the Steelers to finish out this season. I don't know who's on this Bengals team schedule. I wish it was like college football where you could look at the whole schedule. That's going to be interesting how this closes. If I had to guess, the Bengals will win this division. Feels like this is kind of one of those scenarios where these 2 will knock each other down, or 3 will knock each other down. AFC South was done a long time ago. 8-6, doesn't have to win another game. Could bench all his starters. Finish 8-9. He's going to make the playoffs. Points for, points against, 391, 342. That's something I should look at here. So if you look at this, the points for, points against. The best team really has been the Browns in this division this season. 527 points, by far ahead in that regard. So really, you want to... The Browns statistically should win this division if you just look at that, but that doesn't really matter. Like I said, slight prediction will be the Bengals. But the Browns could beat out the Steelers and Ravens, and they would win the division. Pretty much guaranteed, unless the Bengals went out. Again, this division, like I said, not really much to look at. Congrats to the Jags making the playoffs. Patriots are leading the AFC East this time around. Bills could give them a chase. Patriots really don't need to win too much more. 4-1 in division. So if they win one more division game, depending on who they play, Patriots are 1 win away from pretty much clinching this thing up. I don't know who they have left, but I won't call it yet, but it feels like Patriots are the division winners. Here, this is going to be a fun race at the end. A lot of good races on the AFC side. 4-1 in division, 4-0 in the division. That means these 2 will play each other one more time. Potentially 1-4. Yeah, so the the Chiefs and the Broncos will play each other once more. Most likely that game will decide their division. If I'm looking at it right, I believe they have one game. I can double check always. This division, technically not over, just Lions need to win 1 out of 3 and they clinch up. So that's pretty much safe to call. 6-0 division actually would make it, yeah. The game hasn't said it, but the Lions have clinched. 6-0 division, the worst he can finish is 10-7. And he'll have the tiebreaker on the Vikings unless the Vikings beat him twice. No, because he's 6-0 in division. So yeah, no, he's locked this up. I don't know what EA's doing. So congrats to the Lions to making the playoffs. Over here, Saints will make the playoffs. The Falcons also have all but clinched. They need to win 1 more. So the Falcons will be a wild card team at worst. Saints are 5-1 in division. They're not going to play each other. So the Saints will win this one and be between the 1 seed and the 3 seed, if I'm not mistaken. Here's where. No, so they'll be the 1 or the 2 seed. Over here, we have another close race. Eagles will probably finish the season out. I don't know who they play. Just assumption will be they will win the next 2, and then we'll see how our game against them goes. I don't want to dig too much into this because I kind of already spoke about it. It's going to come down to that Week 18 game. Who we start, I haven't decided. Depending on what our seeding is, I might say it's not worth it. Who knows? Maybe we'll play our guys. The Eagles will say, I'd rather be healthy and run through the gauntlet. It's not like we're... If the Saints win out, we won't fight for a bye week. Well, the Eagles could. But maybe not. I'll have to check. Here, this division, it should be boobies. If I'm correct on this, I believe he has. Maybe he doesn't have the tiebreaker. Okay. That interesting. So they all have some division games left. Booby just needs to win out. I went 4-0 against this division, so I hindered them all. I'm not sure what everyone else did, but Booby, best defense in the division, points wise, best scorer in the division. It's not Raps, but it's kind of Raps. If you look at the numbers, he's been the better team this year. Rams have lost 3 straight to eliminate him from the playoffs, including the loss to me. Seahawks get back in the win column after losing to me. Booby lost his last one to me. And Niners, I haven't played in a while. But I'll call it for a friend. My prediction is the Cardinals make it out of here. Niners will probably be a wild card team. Seahawks aren't exactly eliminated from the playoffs, but it's getting close to. We kind of know our playoff picture to some regard. I'm not going to look at the AFC side because it's so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams, and these 2, we don't know who's winning what division. So yeah, we won't deep dive into that. NFC side, like I said, these 3 teams will be fighting for that 1 spot. I imagine it will be the Eagles or the Saints. I don't think I'll be able to make up for that 1 loss. But if someone wants to do me a favor and beat that Saints team, that will be cool too. Over here, Cardinals, I expect to be in. I expect the Lions to make it. No, they've clinched. We've kind of said that they have, but Madden hasn't told us yet. Falcons should be clinched, and the Niners, maybe not 1 win away, but kind of 1 win, depending on tiebreakers. I'm not looking at his tiebreakers with the Vikings and stuff, but if he wins 1, it's going to be hard to make up ground. Like I said, I won't look for head-to-heads, but yeah. Vikings might be able to catch them. I don't know. Not the best deep dive of the year, but I don't have the time for it, really. NFC start to shape up. right now we're looking at this official, if you want to see this version of it. But a lot can jump. Definitely in the AFC side, I don't even look at any of that besides the 1 seed. I have no idea what's going on there. Browns might be in this eventually. So this side, like I said, we want to get into this 2 spot. Realistically, not sure what they're going to do. I'll look at the Eagles schedule one time just because I'm curious as to who we play. Who do I need to root for? So, and when I said we might not be able to make up that loss, we will. That game, wow. If the Eagles beat the Saints, I will have the chance for the 1 seed. If the Saints beat the Eagles, I'll have the chance at the division. So, I don't care who wins. Quite frankly, you guys have the battle of your lives. I hope both your quarterbacks get hurt. I hope both your running backs break their kneecaps. I specifically, Eagles, I hope your whole defensive line develops pneumonia and can't play the rest of the season. Truthfully, couldn't ask for a better game. I'm probably going to have to tune into that one whenever they decide to play. But with that, I'm going to call it episode 9, 26 minutes. And we'll move on to the next episode before the start of the playoffs, hopefully. And consider it's the last season, depending on what my time looks like, I might do weekly updates. Very quick weekly updates, and that's all I'm going to hold myself to for now. But whoever made it to the end, I guess, thank you, and we'll see you soon.